Hey guys, today is October TBR Reviews, so the 5 products that I hadn't used that I did on the first of the month, I used all through this month, and now I'm going to review them for you. And I was pleasantly surprised, so I'm excited to get started. I know the one that everyone's most curious about is the Maybelline Shine Free Fit Me Foundation. This did not work for me. I probably used it half a dozen times. My biggest problem was it was so visible on the skin and that it didn't last very long. So it is like you can build it up for a little bit of extra coverage, but the more you build it, the more obvious it becomes. And I feel like no matter which primer I used, it was just really thin, and so it just kind of highlighted my pores regardless and my wrinkles. I do have some pretty deep forehead, mouth, and then some eye wrinkles too. I don't know. Welcome to old age, I guess. So yeah, I did not like this. I'm going to try to keep using it. It's so quick to put on. It works really good with fingers, works really good with a brush. It's really thin, but it goes on really well. And I mean, you could get a good couple hours out of it. So if you're just running errands, I mean, this is really fast. But if you have oily skin, I mean, I would not recommend this at all. And I mean, really, if you have skin in general, I wouldn't recommend this. I would not repurchase this. As far as coverage goes, it's like almost nothing, to be honest with you. And it just really sucks that it doesn't have, I mean, really coverage at all, because you can still see it on the skin. I feel like it never just goes on really nice. I just don't like it at all. So that was kind of a bummer. And the next thing I have is the Urban Decay Optical Blurring Brush. This brush is definitely a really good brush, but it is no better than the Expert Face brush by Real Techniques. It feels the same when you're putting it on. It has the exact same effect. So I do think for the money that it's definitely not worth it. I mean, I would rather spend $9 for an equally as good brush, so I won't be buying any more of these. But I do think it's a good brush. I don't necessarily think it's a waste of money, but I think since you can get such a similar brush for like $8 or $9 from Real Techniques, that this was not very necessary. But I do like it, and I'm not upset that I bought it. But yeah, I wouldn't buy any more of these. I'll just buy more Real Techniques brushes. And then one of the most surprising products was the NYX Matte Finish spray. I love this. I would repurchase this. I like this equally, if not better, than the Urban Decay De-Slick and All Nighter. It keeps me matte for a while. It's got like a tackiness to it almost, and so I feel like it definitely helps your foundation go on better. And for me, it had like a little bit of a blurring effect too. So I noticed that with my Laura Geller Spackle Primer, sometimes on my nose I would still have I don't know if it was me, like operator error, not patting it in right, but like after I put my foundation on, I could still see some of my really big pores. And with this, since I've been using this, I mean, you don't. And I don't put this on top of my foundation, but what I do is I put it on my bare skin, I prime, and then I put it on, and then I put my foundation on. And I immediately, the first time I use it, noticed the difference in like lasting power and everything. I really like this. The only thing, the biggest beef I have is the sprayer. This thing just sprays like a stream. Like, you would have to hold this like a football field away from you to get a mist. Like, if you spray it, I mean, even like this far away, like almost like as long as my hand can go, if I were to spray it, it would still probably spray so hard it would just drip down my face. So I spray it on my hand like this, and then I kind of rub it, and then I pat it all over my face, and I kind of fan it to let it dry. And it works perfectly. I love this. I will definitely repurchase this. And this is, I think, maybe $14 or $15. I can't quite remember, but it's still cheaper than the Urban Decay. And this is just over 2 ounces, so I really, really like it. I was very surprised by that, and I've been using it like every day. I love it. And then next is the Neutrogena Moisture Smooth Color Stick. This is in Fresh Papaya. I have used a ton of this. I love this. This color is amazing. It's so neutral, but it's a bit brighter, which I really, really like. So yeah, it's just like if I don't know what to wear, I just went ahead and grabbed for this, and I was really pleasantly surprised by it. So yes, I was really happy I got this. I mean, I'll probably never need to repurchase it, but I would because I like it. And then the showstopper, in my opinion, is this Flower Beauty, I think it's called Zoom In Mascara. I have it on today. I love it. It's not waterproof. It's called Zoom In Ultimate Mascara. I don't know if you can see it. But it's amazing. Like, I love the formula is like in between wet and dry. Like, it's not super dry, but it's not like really wet either. And the brush is massive. Like, it is huge. Like, I mean, it's like the whole entire length of your eye. But you twist it and it gets a little shorter because it twists up a little bit. I did not notice a difference with any of the twisting, so I think that part of it is gimmicky. I prefer it the full length that it is, just to come through. It's very lengthening, very defining. I tried to do the volume and curl twists, but I didn't notice a difference at all. I don't think it holds a curl super well, but it does curl a little bit. So like the first time I put it on, I curled this side and I didn't curl this side, and they both kind of evened out. So I think it does fall a little bit, but it also does kind of hold and curl a little bit. But like definitely not like a ton. Like, I mean, you can kind of tell that they're kind of straight, my lashes are. And then I like this too because it's like a little flexible. So like I can touch, my lashes feel really soft. But they're completely like dramatic and coated with mascara. So this is not clumpy, it's not waterproof, but it doesn't budge. Like, I mean, I love this. I think the twisty top is a little bit gimmicky, but I mean, I thought this mascara was really good. I would absolutely repurchase this mascara. I was very pleasantly surprised by this. So that is all for October TBRs. Some really good products. I was really surprised and happy that I made some good purchases. So yeah, that is all for October. The very next video I'm putting up tomorrow will be November 1st, and I'll show you a little teaser. Some stuff in here, a lot of face products, and then I have 2 unopened things in here. So yeah, if you want to see what's coming up, just stay tuned for tomorrow's video, and I hope you guys are having a good day, and I'll see ya.